Singapore. Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, here's the run with Cook. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. This defense for the Packers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the gun, it's again to Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Watson. And he's got this to Jefferson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Watson on first down. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Cook again. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Myers' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Ward to return. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 74 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Rodgers now on 1st down. This pass complete to Melton. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Get 300! Get 300! Hey, take 26!
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Doubs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Brown. And it's a Packers touchdown. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Watson. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. He's able to find Melton. And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
And now Watson throws another interception. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On play action, Rodgers out to his left. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st down, Watson. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Myers' kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And some space here. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
26.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. 20! And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. But I think the ball's out. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 44. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right? To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. An inside give to Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, second down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up third down, they'll have to throw it anyway.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Yeah, 300. Hey, 626.
Now Rodgers. Checked it, and he loses the football a second time. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On second down, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back. Under pressure, they got him again. Davion Taylor providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On 1st down, Ross. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw is Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He'll get it inside the 20. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Open man is Ross, complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for Green Bay, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town.